Imagine facing 10,000 enemies. No backup, no escape, just 21 of you. And yet, you fight anyway. This is not a legend. This is the story of the bravest last stand you've never heard of. The year is 1897. Northern India, then under British rule, is a powder keg. The wild and rebellious Northwest Frontier Province, today part of Pakistan, is home to fiercely independent tribes. It's here, in the harsh mountains near the Afghan border, that history was made and forgotten. The British had built a series of forts along the Samana Ridge. Fort Lockhart, Fort Gulistan, and in between them, a tiny signaling post called Saragarhi. And Saragarhi had one job: relay messages between the two forts using heliograph or sunlight reflections. And on September 12, 1897, it became the site of one of the most astonishing last stands in military history. Stationed at Saragarhi were 21 soldiers of the 36th Sikh Regiment, led by Havildar Ishwar Singh. These were battle-hardened men, proud Sikhs, known for discipline, loyalty, and unmatched courage. They were far from home, surrounded by hostile terrain, about to face an enemy they couldn't possibly defeat. On the morning of September 12th, nearly 10,000 tribal warriors, Oraxi and Afridi Pashtuns, launched a full-scale assault on the British positions. They aimed to overrun the forts. But first, they had to silence Saragarhi, the eyes and ears of the ridge. The outpost was surrounded, the signal line cut. The 21 were completely alone. And that's when Havildar Ishwar Singh made a choice. He and his men would not surrender. The enemy came in waves, thousands strong, but every approach was met with disciplined rifle fire. One Sikh soldier manned the heliograph and relayed their final message to Fort Lockhart: "We are under attack by 10,000. We'll fight to the last man." One by one, they were struck down. But for 6 hours, the 21 held the line, repelling wave after wave. The enemy set the post ablaze. Still, the Sikhs fought inside the smoke and fire, steel against steel. When the walls were breached, Havildar Ishwar Singh ordered his remaining men to fall back inside and fight hand to hand. He stood at the gate alone, swinging his blade, screaming the Sikh war cry. He died on his feet, sword in hand, defiant. When the dust settled, the defenders were dead, but they'd taken hundreds with them. Some estimates say over 600 attackers were killed, and Fort Gulistan and Fort Lockhart, they were spared. The delay caused by those 21 men gave reinforcements enough time to prepare. They were not just brave, they were tactically crucial. For their courage, all 21 soldiers were posthumously awarded the Indian Order of Merit, the highest honor then available to Indian troops. Today, the Indian Army commemorates Saragarhi Day. Every September 12th, the saga is taught in military academies around the world, and a memorial Gurdwara stands in Ferozpur, Punjab, honoring their sacrifice. To this day, it is one of the greatest last stands in military history, mentioned in the same breath as Thermopylae and the Alamo. These weren't super soldiers. They were farmers' sons, carpenters, laborers, men far from home in service of an empire that didn't always respect them, but they had their faith, their brothers, their code. And when history tested them, they didn't blink. If you've never heard of Saragarhi before today, now you have. So honor their memory, share their story, and ask yourself, what would you have done on that ridge in 1897? Hit like if this story moved you, and subscribe for more true stories of forgotten heroes.